Board wipes, how we define it is that we expect them to kill most of the creatures on board.
Get rid of most of the things.
It might not, but we'll try.
Yep.
Welcome to the channel. My name is Esmond.
Paul.
And today we're talking about board wipes. Basically just board wipes that we like. Okay, so we start with the ones that we both like. Cleansing Nova, modular, either creatures or artifacts enchantments.
Yeah.
I think it's great, 5 mana.
The versatility.
Yeah, versatility.
The versatility is great. You can keep your creatures around, destroy their artifacts and enchantments, or vice versa, right? You have a lot of versatility.
I think much better in a heavy creature deck and just destroying artifacts and enchantments. Dam, also modular, either single target or destroys all creatures. So I think, yeah, just good modular spell.
Dam and Winds are basically just modular spell.
Yeah, Dam and Winds, but Winds is a one-sided wipe, so I think I prefer Winds a lot more. It's in most of my decks that play white. Yeah, so Overload, you can just exile all creatures you don't control. They get basic lands, but who cares? Farewell, I think it's just a super clean answer.
This is the big daddy of board wipes.
It's just clean.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 that we agree on. And now, this is my list. We're not saying that, we don't like each other's lists. It's just that these are the wipes that we
There are
prefer.
500,000 wipes.
Yeah.
You can justify a lot of them.
6 mana, you get to choose 2 of these options. I think it's great. I play it in a lot of decks.
It's pretty good. So we're talking about modularity. This is very modular.
I do like Blood on the Snow as well. Just in decks that play snow lands. Maybe 2 color decks, 3 color decks, you have a lot of snow basics. Recursion plus mass destruction. I think it's great. Added value.
I prefer Sunfall to this, the new board wipe.
Okay. Well, let's
Snow
exhaust
is
creatures.
snow is a limitation.
That's true. Okay, Brotherhood's End. I think very reminiscent of Cleansing Nova for me. Just 3 mana.
Hits treasures.
Yeah. Cloud's Will, another one that I really love, also has 2 of those pretty much the same modes. And you can have both of them if you control your commander. Especially if you're playing like dragons, where all your creatures have flying. So this will not hit your dragons. Yeah. Mizium Mortas, another one of my favorite one-sided wipes. Because 4 damage to all creatures I don't control. So I think the only limitation here is the triple red mana cost. But the effect is just fantastic.
2 color deck can easily play this.
Yeah, even 3.
Yeah.
Path of Peril, also a modular spell. You can either pay 3 or pay 6 and then destroy all small creatures or just destroy all creatures. Yeah, I think it's again the modularity that I really like.
The speed that you get early on and then the power that you get later on. This is fantastic. Very nice design.
Very nice. River Tears Confluence. I think this is one of my favorite new board wipes because it doesn't have to be a board wipe. Like, the board wipe mode is dealing 1 damage to each creature and walker you don't control, but you can choose it 3 times, so you do 3 damage. But if you don't have to, you can just either get a land or you can draw a card. So again,
never a
super
dead
modular.
card.
Yeah.
Never a dead card.
But the all-time best board wipe is Ruinous Ultimatum because it doesn't wipe your board. So this should be on your list, but I don't know why it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Look
at those colored pips.
Vanquish the Horde then, destroy all creatures.
Yeah.
I think this is just great. People against decks that just go super fast and they play a lot of creatures, just 2 wipe their board. Very similar to Blasphemous Act, but this really destroys them. It doesn't do damage, so I just prefer this one.
Yep.
Okay, so Paul, you're next.
I don't often use board wipes, but when I do, I like to make it really painful. Baral's expertise is arguably sometimes not a board wipe, but the tempo advantage that you get, essentially like you have 3 other people at the table, right? They play the thing on each of their turns. You bounce everything, you play your thing for no mana. Boom! That's like taking an extra turn. This is basically an extra turn spell. So that's really nice. That's the way I like to look at it.
I see, I like how you're justifying this.
Right?
I mean, I think it's great early game, but late game maybe not so much.
Late game, when mana doesn't matter anymore, not so much. But early on, this could be pretty...
On curve, this is great.
Yeah, on curve, this is really, really good. Elspeth, Sun's Champion. This is a board wipe and a win condition in 1 card. If you keep making small tokens, the small tokens will hang around, and then you can just keep wiping big things. If people can't remove Elspeth, she'll just take over a game. And if you just play her and wipe, sometimes it's one-sided. It's great.
I mean, it is great. I think gets rid of all the big threats, and then you get 3 1/1 white soldiers.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of blockers. It's really good.
It's just not good against other people who are playing like go white strategies.
Yes, it's pretty bad in that situation, but you can keep up, right?
Yeah, you can.
Keep up.
Keep
so
up.
you can just play the plus instead.
Yeah.
Onto Inversion. it's just planar cleansing. But this is on a land.
Yeah.
So, you have no mana, you just play it. It's an MDFC, it's great.
Yeah, I don't like it because it destroys your stuff.
It does destroy your stuff, yes. But
And it's 8 mana.
it is 8 mana. This is like, it's a bit desperate.
Yeah.
It is a bit desperate,
It is.
but because you can play it as a land, it kind of
makes it better.
It makes it a lot better. Solar Blaze, potentially one-sided. If you skew your deck, toughness matters. Solar Blaze is great, right? You play like Aurelia or something like that as your commander, GRN Aurelia, and you're having a good time. Devastation Tide is not Cyclonic Rift, but because it bounces your stuff as well.
Yeah.
But the potential for 2 mana on our opponent's turn, return all permanents in one's hand, and then you're the first person to rebuild, is a pretty good way to wipe the board, right? And to kind of take tempo back from everyone else at the table. So it can be potentially backbreaking.
I like how you always see the ceiling of cards.
You have to look at the
But
ceiling
it's-
because you build around that ceiling, right? So I play Aminatu, I have Terminus, I have Devastation Tide.
I'd rather have things that guarantee those things are removed.
Massacre Girl usually wipes everything but herself. If you blink her, she'll wipe everything again. This is devastating.
Doesn't hit itself, so it survives. So you
Yeah.
get a creature out of it.
You get a menace creature out of it,
Yeah.
and you're blowing everything up. It's great.
It can be great.
It's great. It is great. Sarulf, Realm Eater, is the board wipe commander,
Yes.
right? This is the commander that just wipes and wipes and wipes, and everyone hates you. So you can't talk about great board wipes without talking about Sarulf.
It's so slow.
Terminus is
It's
probably
Terminus.
one of the best board wipes that I think exists. The fact that sometimes people play like reanimation strategies and things like that, if you can put everything into the libraries, they have to spend time finding it again. It's not going back to their hand. It's not going to the graveyard for reanimation shenanigans. They can't recur this in any way. They have to literally draw it again, right? And yeah, it's very clean. I like it.
I mean, yeah, as a board wipe with that miracle cost of 1, the upside is super high. But I just don't like it as much because it hits your stuff. So Ruinous Ultimatum is the ultimate board wipe.
Disagree.